ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney. I'm Karen Maku.
And I'm Doom Dragon.
Okay, what were we doing? I think we were doing the Logic and Reasoning Spectacular, right?
Yes, last time Sholmes danced about the room like a fucking ballerina, explaining why Piss Mavlova sucks.
Oh, that name's never leaving, is it?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Basically, Sholmes came to the conclusion that Miss Pavlova killed Kazuma using her pet snake by sending it in through the vent and then whistling for it to come back and tempting it back with a saucer of milk. As one does. And then Susato, using her brain for once, because I forgot she had that, called him a dumbass.
That's you. That's your line.
Oh, right. Sorry. Just what I was waiting for, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, right?
Dance with me. Dance the dance of logic.
Okay.
So cast your eyes down to your wrists again.
What?
Oh, God, this animation that we're so fucking proud of.
It's only for this case, though.
I know, but still.
You've done it again. Your cuffs are gone.
Now check your asshole. Where did they go? Fear not, I shall see they're restored after our work is done.
I really wish you'd leave them off.
Good luck. Now, everyone, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present Here's a Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. More like Logic and Reasoning Speculum.
Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes.
Hold it, Mr. Sholmes, you're dumb.
Do we need to read this again?
No, not really. We just gotta wait till we get to the point where we gotta, like, yell at him.
It won't let me skip through it. He's not saying anything new. He's saying the same exact thing that was in the last episode.
This is basically the same thing as a testimony, right?
Pretty much, but, like, it's outside of the courtroom, and this will show up again in other cases, even with the court.
It's also more interactive.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
And I can't wait for the next case where they introduce a new, game mechanic.
Wow, really? That never happens in Ace Attorney?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Normally they just introduce the only mechanics in the game in the first case, and that's what you got.
Oh, man, taking a note from Danganronpa's book.
Yeah, they keep introducing mechanics until, like, the halfway point, and then they stop.
Yeah, no. You can never have too many game mechanics, except Battle in Wonderworld, where you can't have enough.
Yes, that's true. She looks as though Kazuma-sama's death is weighing heavily on her mind. But you're not sure Mr. Sholmes has read her quite correctly, is that it?
Could there be some other way to interpret her expression then? I was drinking tea.
You were downing that tea.
I'm so thirsty, dude. I don't know why. Let's take a moment.
That's me. And really look very closely at Piss Mavlova.
You just get, like, uncomfortably close to her. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Is it actually that she has a pet cat? And the snake is an unrelated fucking thing? Are you fucking kidding me? The snake is an unrelated... Did the snake eat the cat? Where's the cat?
You never see the cat, but supposedly it's okay?
Wait, seriously? Are you serious?
You'll never see this fucking cat, Cody.
Just like a real cat.
There's midnight. We haven't seen him in days.
Yes, when you recall those horde events, that claw mark smarts with pain. Claw scratch. Indeed, and simple observation reveals that the wound is fresh. Oh no, I am cut. The only honorable course of action is to kill myself.
There's no medicine to heal a cut.
Miss Pavlova, did you in fact receive that scratch? Sometime last night? With your lover? The Cat in the Hat? The Mike Myers one?
You just hear from the wardrobe, I'll get you, and it'll look like a bloody accident.
Last night you just hear, oh yeah!
Oh god, that movie's a nightmare.
Oh, that movie is a drug trip. I feel like you could take acid and watch it and have the exact same experience.
It's like that post someone made about Family Guy where the TV was accidentally put on Spanish and they thought it was just a bit. You know,
God damn it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I think about the young man who died next door, I feel so sad.
But I care more about my cat.
And when I am sad, the pain from the swoon is worse.
Damn. Crazy, but did I ask? And it is that very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death. So we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on that portentous night?
Big words.
Shut up. He has like a dictionary sticking out of his pocket. Why, naturally, it was the friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? Ah, as I suspected, another telltale glance. Telltale, the studio that's dead forever, guys, I swear. Without a doubt, your friend is the writhing serpent we see before us.
I need to look into Telltale. I heard that they were picking their games back up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was but that was the last time I looked into it.
I wonder if 7 Days to Die on the PlayStation is ever going to get an update.
No.
No. It seems likely that the scratch mark on the back of Miss Pavlova's hand was made by this friend of hers, doesn't it? Except, snakes don't have claws, do they?
Imagine it's like this is that snake that has the spider tail.
Oh
God, that thing's ugly.
god, it's nightmarish. The fact that it does it to attract birds, too, is just a whole new level.
God, imagine a bird thinking they're getting a tasty snack and then having to deal with a nightmare in the sky.
They become a nightmare.
No, they don't.
Or they become a snack.
They become a snack. They don't even have hands or feet with on which claws might grow.
Well then, if that snake isn't her pet, what is? What's the true identity of this friend of hers? And also, are we not going to worry about the fact that there's just apparently a snake on this boat? Is that not a thing that we're worried about?
We should follow her gaze, Maruhodo-san.
Yeah, that'll help.
That's where we'll find the answer.
I brought a snake and also a cat. It is wonderful game of cat and snake. Is it the photographic frame of her with a cat?
I'm wondering if, do I present the frame or do I have to get closer to present the photo?
Can you get closer?
I have no fucking clue.
Well, then try, fool. Hey. Hey. Oh, that's a cute cat. Oh, look at the photograph in this frame. This must be something Miss Pavlova brought with her when she ran away. He just, completely forgets about the case.
She's exceptionally beautiful, isn't she?
Forget about her. Look at the cat. Look at that anime-ass motherfucker. Yes, that's true. But personally, I hope fucking Kazuma just tripped and broke his fucking neck. Lonnie! It's the little black creature she's holding that's caught my eye. God, okay, man.
Hey, take a closer look at this. Yeah, I was right. We had to move in closer.
Well, yeah, but you had to click it in order to move in closer. Cool. Where is this kitten?
The safety of this kitten is the most important thing in this case.
I mean, I'm worried about it. The cat was her beard.
It's just on the floor right now, taking a nap.
Without doubt, your friend is the little kitten we see before us. Don't steal my thunder. Yes, the scratch on the back of your hand makes that abundantly clear.
Oh
no! Grab him by the...
Okay, calm down, you.
The whereabouts of this black kitten isn't clear, but what is clear is that you brought the animal with you when you ran away, didn't you? Just slap her in the face. Yeah. You did it, didn't you?
Daka is my best friend.
Aw, that's a great name.
I couldn't leave her behind.
Meanwhile, we have a dumbass named fucking Midnight.
We just change her cat's name from Midnight to Darka.
Darka would appear to be a Russian blue. No, it's black in the photo. And yet, that fact leaves us in a quandary. The alternative is that I'm wrong. And I don't like to accept that. The victim's written observation on the night in question tells of a speckled band. Whereas, regrettably... This specimen's markings do not fit that description in any way. Did she stick the fucking thing in her hand through the grates trying to attract the cat? Is that the thing? And then Kazuma flipped his shit and broke his neck.
Imagine like, ah! And then he like falls and dies.
What explanation can we then give, pray? What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night?
No, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with me.
No, any of this.
Whatever.
Oh, but it does! You have the answer to this quandary even now, hidden behind your back.
What?
Yes, that which you are trying but failing to conceal can only be the snake sloth skin. What?
I thought we were off the snake.
We're still in the snake. Is he okay?
Did you see that?
Really a one-track mind on this motherfucker, huh?
She just took something out of her pocket and hid it behind her back.
Don't know why you would take it out of your pocket if it was, like, hidden in there, but whatever. If she just left it in her pocket, no one would have... Yeah, see?
Oh, yes. Ploys like that are Mr. Shom's specialty. He's ever so clever... He's ever so cleverly forced her to reveal something.
Everly, cleverly, Beverly. I thought deduction was a specialty. Or maybe making me believe that was a ploy, too. Or
Anyway.
maybe cats aren't even real.
You solved it! It's just the X-Files starts playing, Mulder walks in, and he's like, figured it out.
I figured it out. Cats are aliens.
They took my sister.
And also, cats are the government and not real, but also they are.
I find it hard to believe that that's the skin of a snake.
Someone taste it. We won't find out if it's a snake skin, but it'll be a thing to do.
In which case...
Just what is Miss Pavlova hiding behind her back?
I don't know. Let's look behind her back.
A whip?
It's still saying the snake's skin.
The handle,
That's-
maybe?
Do I have to get closer?
You're just, like, getting right up in her ass. They're just sitting there like, Naruhodo, do you want to maybe back the fuck up, bro?
Nope.
Oh, it is speckled, and it is a band.
Listen, I'm
but-
going to jail anyway.
Might as well enjoy my last night as a free man. What is it? It seems to be soft and fluffy. A long piece of cloth of some sort. And that looks like a handle on one end.
I think it may be a cat's toy. This sort is common in the West, apparently.
How's that a toy for cats?
Cats like to chase the band around and paw at it. Kittens in particular love this sort of play.
Unless you have a weirdo cat who just likes a sock full of rice.
To be hucked at the wall at lightning speed.
That cat's two favorite toys is a sock full of rice and half of a fish on a stick.
Like, we got him new fish, he won't play with them.
Yeah, no. He carries around like fucking Linus from the Peanuts with his little blanket. Like, good lord.
You only need to wave it in front of them and they pounce to catch it.
That sounds positively adorable. Let's leave this and go get a cat.
Actually, they do get a cat later.
No, son of a bitch.
Yeah, this one.
You get it and like tickle her nose with it. It's like, yeah, look what you're trying to hide.
She starts pawing at it and ears pop out from under her hair.
Oh god, the furries. They got started earlier than anyone could have ever thought. Yes, the thing you are trying but failing to concede is a cat's toy, apparently.
Cuts to, like, everyone in Russia. They're all furries.
I mean, the Russians are a hairy people. Not unlike the French for some reason. Precisely, and the true nature of the now infamous speckled band.
Ah!
Stop hitting me! And it was this toy that you dangled through the ventilator.
Choking Kazuma to death.
You waved it around, I presume. Naturally, the victim could not fail to notice it.
Kazuma on the other side also bapping at the toy.
Oh my god, the cat came through because it was attracted to his fucking headbands.
Just fucking, like, suplexes Kazuma to the ground to get the headband.
God damn it. You remember when Midnight, like, jumped in fucking wrestling move, grabbed a bug midair, and slammed it down?
Yes. When we needed him most, he got that wasp.
Was it a wasp?
I'm pretty sure. Are you talking about the one that, like, I was freaking out about and it was by the door?
Maybe. Remember, it was inside the house.
Yes.
Oh.
A wasp.
Oh, okay. But why? For what reason?
Imagine if he does that and he, like, flies right off the balcony.
My dear boy, there can only be one answer to that.
I don't know.
And someone's going to have to find it, and it's not going to be me. And after her feline friend disappeared through the ventilator into the neighboring cabin, Miss Pavlova attempted to use the speckled cat's toy to incite the creature to return. Ba, say, da.
What are you doing?
In summary, the nature of this friend of Miss Pavlova...
Which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime.
I had a lot of pasta before we did this. Is a blithesome Russian blue breed of cat by the name of Darka. Man, people need to quit beating up this small Russian girl.
It's really looking bad, especially since they have, like, he's an inspector. He's Inspector Hosonaga and a massive Russian dude.
Yeah. A truly troublesome feline young Darka is proven to be. She must be caged once found. You will forgive us for borrowing the photograph of your pet, Miss Pavlova. The photograph of Miss Pavlova and Darka has been entered into the court record, even though you're not in court. So just look at it really good.
So it's just a record. It was after I gave her her food last night. That's when it happened.
This fucking snake came out of nowhere.
She scratched the back of my hand and then ran up the bell cord. Before I could do anything, she had disappeared through the ventilator.
Sounds about right for a cat.
Darka, she is so naughty.
Yeah. God damn, the amount of times I've just been laying in bed and Midnight just decides to declare war on my fucking leg.
He doesn't bite my legs anymore unless, like, he thinks I've been laying down for too long.
Nah, man, if I'm just laying there minding my own business, he decides someone needs to put a stop to that nonsense.
Well, I think once you leave, he just assumes you're laying somewhere.
I guess so.
You're, like, laying under a tree or something.
Moving on, we come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim.
Your cat is the killer and must be brought to justice.
The venom of your cat killed him instantly. How did this young man lose his life, and why?
No.
I'm asking a question and I expect an answer, damn it. According to the data of which I have been appraised, it would appear there are no visible signs of injury.
Ah.
Damn.
Sucks to suck.
Does that involve me? In fact,
Damn it!
Oh, well. Sucks to suck, man. Well, Mr. Sholmes says... Oh, that's you.
What Mr. Solomon says is true.
Her voice just gets crazy deep out of nowhere. There were no signs of a wound anywhere on Kazuma's body.
I'm so
That's
upset.
right.
I'm so upset right now.
I told you tape was a bad idea.
Well, that's because the poster's been, like, coiled up for so long that now it just refuses to straighten out.
Well, then why don't you straighten out and then try to hang it up?
Fine.
Hopefully without 500 pieces of fucking scotch tape.
Leave me alone. You're the one who wanted to keep buying fans when the room was hot.
Mr. Sholmes seems to be unaware of one very important detail. Kazuma wasn't poisoned.
Yes, it would seem so.
He just beamed that into your head telepathically.
Let's give him the information he's missing now. This one.
No.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Dude!
Sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Dumbass. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by the post-mortem report. Ah, yes, I knew it was one or the other. You know, either a venomous snake bite or this actual, legal medical document.
His neck was...
The cat just came up behind him and just... Indeed, the breaking of the cervical vertebrae was fatal. Only that Goliath would be strong enough to survive that.
Seaman Stroganoff isn't some immortal freak, you know.
I don't know, look at him. He's oddly calm for a man with a snake coiled around his face.
Oh, by the way, speaking actually, no, I'll tell you later.
Okay. The jury is out. Anyway, we have on good authority that the victim's neck was broken. Now, if we take that as fact... Dude, stop looking at it.
No, I'm not gonna stop. Okay, we'll take as fact.
I read that.
I know.
Let's teleport. We can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime.
Oh no, could there be...
My handprints all over dead man's body? I came in, I saw him dead, and I just went... Pa, 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 pa.
They don't have fingerprints.
Oh, yeah. My hands that were covered in chocolate.
That's you.
Kazuma died because his neck was broken. In other words, he was probably struck by something. Or someone. Or, again, you know, just the grabbing and twisting of the neck, as cats are famously known to do.
Yes, that's a distinct possibility. As of yet, no weapon has been found, though.
Stupid. Presumably Darka didn't silently creep up behind Kazuma and deal him the fatal blow.
Like Cody has been suggesting.
I don't know, man. Cats are, they're pretty sneaky like that.
That's how they get you.
Pretty sure Midnight's tried to snap my neck a time or two.
I suppose. It's only possible that he had a fall and hit the ground awkwardly.
God, I'd love it if that were the case.
It could have been a terrible act of misfortune that he broke his neck completely by accident.
His head was bashed in with a crowbar 37 times, and then a banana peel is next to his foot. Clearly he tripped! Ah, yes. A bad fall could explain it. But you can recover with a good winter.
It's rather hard to believe of Kazuma-sama, though. He wasn't a clumsy man.
I just want you to laugh. Well, we need to fix this deduction somehow.
Don't worry, I'll be laughing when you see how this resolves itself.
Oh my god, if it's an accident. If it's all a fucking accident. No, because people have been drugged. So it has to have been a murder.
Unless the drugging is unrelated.
Oh my god, if this is a series of unfortunate events. Ah.
Because remember, we just found a snake that is completely unrelated to Kazuma's death. Although, might be related to a disappearance of a cat.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
What? Let's see.
You gotta find the thing that shows he didn't slip.
That proves he did slip, probably.
Yes!
The cat and the snake tag teamed him. Yes, an examination of the mark on the floor will prove the cause of death conclusively. This particular mark, so prominently visible next to the victim's body, is a deposit of shoe polish. I tasted it myself to verify.
Shoe polish?
Indeed, positively identified by a little analysis device I constructed, which I carry now as a matter of course.
I call them taste buds.
The most powerful tool a man has, his tongue. Beeswax, tallow, and dye were my results. The undeniable ingredients of shoe polish.
Tallow.
That was Darka's favorite snack. Beeswax, tallow, and fucking with the third thing, dye. And the color of the polish is a perfect match to the color of Mr. Asogi's laced leather shoes. You caught me. I tried to steal his shoes.
Damn.
Crazy, am I right?
He was exactly my size.
Looking at this mark, it's not hard to imagine what happened. For some reason, Mr. Asogi must have caught his foot at that point in the floor and tripped.
Please, no.
Did he trip over the fucking cat and break his goddamn neck? And, by a dreadful turn of misfortune, caught his neck against some immovable object as he fell to the floor. Suffering a fatal blow to the spine, the victim's vertebrae shattered, and in that instant, he lost his life.
No!
Why are you upset? This has nothing to...
It was my cat! I don't know. I don't know anything about this.
Is that really true, Miss Pavlova? Ah, fuck, you cut me!
Guilty.
What have I done? You cut me in my lie. I don't know why I'm Italian now. What about the evidence left at the scene where Mr. Asogi lost his life? You lying Russian whore. Yes, the facts are as clear as day to me. But Ryunosuke, you say them just so that we make sure everybody else is on the same page. You did all you could to conceal the incriminating evidence. But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place you chose.
Wow.
You put yourself in there. That's right. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in the traveling case.
I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama merely tripped over and now he's no more?
Yeah, life is insane, man.
It can't be true. I refuse to accept it.
Listen, you could die from straightening out your leg.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I'm never straightening my legs again.
Duck walk everywhere. I told you about this, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. It's hard to believe, but the mark on the floor does seem to suggest that's what happened.
But...
And if this part of Mr. Sholmes' deduction is right, Miss Pavlova is trying to hide some evidence that would prove it. Here in this cabin. Somewhere in the direction that she just cast her eyes.
where, I wonder?
Let's have a good look around. The answer must be here somewhere.
Okay.
She was drunk.
It,
He's in the trash bin.
this is a wastepaper basket. Perhaps all the first-class cabins have them.
But
Wait,
Miss...
are you saying you don't have one, Mrs. Sato? Because she's not in first class.
Oh, yeah. But Miss Pavlova only started occupying this cabin late last night. Presumably there's not much rubbish in there yet. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. What's that?
It's a broken piece of glass, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And I feel like I've seen it somewhere before.
If it looks familiar, perhaps it's more than your mind simply playing tricks on you.
You hear the voices too? Can we look at it? There we go.
Sorry, my brain turned off.
That's right. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that waste paper basket. Russian, Duh. Here we have a fragment of some intricate glass object. It would seem... Okay.
Oops, sorry. Sorry.
Precisely! Sorry to interrupt you, Sholmes. We found another piece of broken glass on the floor in Mr. Asogi's cabin. And, as you can see, the two pieces fit perfectly together.
No.
Like a reverse game of Jenga. So, Miss Pavlova, shall we consider this shall we consider what this tells us? Why would it be that part of a glass object, which was evidently broken at the scene of the victim's death, should be found in the waste paper basket in your cabin? You alright?
No.
You're well acquainted with this glass bell, are you not?
I don't.
I don't know, and that hushed Russian accent of yours won't save you this time, dear girl. Why? Because we have conclusive evidence linking you to the bell in question.
What?
Take it away, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes.
The evidence linking Miss Pavlova and the little bat spell. Oh, wow. I wonder what.
If it's the only piece of evidence with the cat. If you look at this photograph, you can clearly see, hanging from Darka's collar, pause for dramatic effect, is the very glass bell in question. Wait, is she the killer?
Because it's like for the past 2 days, you were like, man, I can't wait till we reveal that Beef Stroganoff is the killer. And I'm just like, yeah, we're going to do that.
The truth has caught up with you, Miss Pavlova. And apparently the gods watching over us have just now realized.
Nah, I've known.
The young man who... Okay.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
And the cause of that fateful stumble? They kiss each other on the swing inside. Your absent feline friend, Darka! Like, they just pirouette towards each other and just...
Just the tiniest peck. I couldn't.
Pulls off her mask and it's Brett.
I couldn't tell anyone. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Sucks to suck. Your cat's going to jail.
Just by tripping over a cat. That's the way our buddy went, huh?
Yeah, that's how he died. At least Mia got her brains bashed in. Like Kazuma tripped over a fucking cat.
Oh my god. Why don't you tell us now, Miss Pavlova?
Tell you what.
What you want. What you really, really want. Tell us exactly what happened that night.
It was a little after 1 in the morning. It was so late I hadn't had time to feed Darka, so I gave her some food. And then, all of a sudden, she scratched me and jumped out of my hands.
People do say that cats become very anxious and nervous in new environments.
She was so fast, she disappeared through the ventilator before I could stop her.
And that is how you acquired the rather nasty wound on the back of your hand, I take it.
Yes. And I had read the rules on the wall. I knew I was not allowed Darka with me.
Yes, modern science suggests that animals can carry infectious diseases. It's a precaution, really. Wait, but isn't it like... I had heard that most ships would have cats just to keep the rat population down.
Yeah, but this isn't a part of the crew. This is like actually going to be going to the place they're going, like dropped off.
I guess so. Did I ever show you that picture of like cats on boats actually had passports? With like little paw prints in
They have
place
like a
of
little
fingerprints.
vest, and then like they just slip the little passport onto their vest.
Oh, that's great.
It's like Stray or something like that. So I listened and listened, trying to hear if there was some noise in the next cabin. It was very quiet. I was sure if someone was there, he must be sleeping. So at that point,
Nope. So at that point, you thought it safe to try and lure the kitten back again.
Damn, yeah.
By dangling the end of the toy through the ventilator and into the adjoining cabin.
Darka always loved this toy, but it didn't work. Nothing worked. I tried using her favorite toy. I tried whistling to her softly, but nothing. She didn't return.
So the faint whistling sound Cosimo wrote about in his diary was Miss Pavlova trying to retrieve her pet. Damn.
Also, Cosmo apparently didn't notice a cat in his room while all this was going on.
Well, it was dark and the cat's black.
No.
Cats have a propensity to remain hidden in the shadows when frightened.
Yes. So there was nothing else I could do but murder the guy next door.
Just to get him out of the way.
Just to get my cat back. I just had to wait until she calmed down. But then...
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh!
That doesn't explain why everybody had headaches, though. And why Naruhodo was, like, knocked the fuck out.
I nearly passed out with shock. I heard her cry out and then... Oh, it was such a dreadful bang. Then afterwards, nothing. It was totally silent. Okay. Guess we're pausing.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, Cody's back.
Yeah, we're back. Sorry, we had a few
Issues.
things happen.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
It wasn't even technical difficulties. It was just difficulties.
Well, can you just let it be the illusion that it was technical difficulties?
No, because it's funnier if it was just difficulties.
The struggles of existence.
Anyway, Kazuma was.
Yeah, Kazuma was. Am I right?
The big reveal, Kazuma was.
Did he seriously die by fucking accident, though? From the appearance of the brown mark on the floor,
I thought it was just shit.
I thought Kazuma, had a hard time cleaning. It seems likely that what you heard was the victim stepping on the glass bell and tripping up.
Just Kazuma doing that thing cats and dogs do where they like scoot their butt on the ground.
Yeah. The SS Burya is a large vessel, but even she can pitch and roll violently without warning. If Mr. Asogi was already off balance as a result of the ship lurching when the kitten got under his foot, a combination of unfortunate factors could easily have caused him to fall over.
I want to be on a boat one day. Nothing to that though.
I've been on small boats.
I want to be on a big boat though.
Like a cruise ship?
Yeah.
No.
Aw.
I mean, we can, just let it be known I'm gonna have a bad time.
We're both gonna have a bad time because, well, I don't know this. I could just have seasickness.
That's true. Just don't.
Okay, I guess
Eat a-
I won't.
Eat a banana.
Eat half a banana.
But what became of the kitten afterwards?
The snake got her.
Cat's still missing?
In the end, I managed to get her to come back through the ventilator.
Yet Daka is nowhere to be seen. He's like not looking at her. I know it's because of the character models, but he is looking just way off in the distance.
Because he's looking at a clue, probably. I must have forgotten to lock my case.
God, that man has just got 1,000-yard stare on him.
Hearing seagulls, motherfucker. And now she's
Well, they're out on the
disappeared
ocean.
again.
That makes sense.
No, when you're out on the ocean, you wouldn't hear seagulls unless you're getting close to land. And they're
Yeah.
like a month away from land.
They're heading to Hong Kong. They said they'll dock within the day.
Damn it, you're right. Fuck, he's got me. Put that away.
No, this is my new favorite thing for the next 5 days until I get tired of it. Gracious, that cat is as insufferably restless as I am. Well, he knows something about himself, at least. He's gay.
When I woke this morning, I heard that a young man in the cabin next to mine had died.
Wait, if Kazuma fell and snapped his neck, how would he have written wardrobe?
But I couldn't bring myself to tell anyone what had happened.
So it's not her,
I was too scared.
right?
Scared that they would send me back.
Well, now we're gonna, because you're a murderer. Oh, hold on a minute. What about the snake? You're right, where is it?
If the snake isn't your friend, Miss Pavlova, then whose is it, and where did it come from?
Russia is famously known for its snakes. What on earth is such a dangerous creature doing on board this ship? Is it Stroganov's pet? Oh, they didn't say. Snake is my friend. His name is Pirozko.
What?
That snake belongs to you? He escaped from cage when the emergency alarm sounded. I was looking for him.
Anyway, now that you know this is his friend, did you notice how when he didn't have the snake on him, he had red lines on his face?
Oh, god damn it. I hate this game. I did not expect to find him here.
Yes. How did the snake get into this cabin?
But animals are not permitted on board.
Are you gonna tell him that?
Yeah, look at him.
Are you going to fucking tell him that?
Dude, he's gonna eat you. Huh. We're at sea for 1 year. You want to be so long without close friend? Without someone who understands? He really gets me. He knows I am not like other guys.
Couldn't you find someone a little more human who understands you better?
I don't know, man. Snakes are pretty cool. I mean, they're terrifying, but like, humans are like weird animals because we'll bond with anything. But my dear burly fellow, what the fuck? A gargantuan venomous snake? Surely you can appreciate the danger you're putting everyone in. No venom. Pirozgo does not have venom. He is harmless, very long but very gentle. He is adorable like Granny. Just like Granny. Green and constantly strangling people. And eating of whole mice.
His grandma's the Grinch.
Slunk. It's venomless. Yes. Now he is hungry, so he is in bad mood. But once I feed him, you will see big smile. And you feed him. Can I?
No.
And you feed him what? Milk, I suppose? Huh. Like they say they milk chickens. Ridiculous. Snakes that drink milk are only in stupid stories. Pirozko eats mouses. Big, fat, round mouses. Especially liking of black mouses with long furry tails and bells on collars.
So, is that what the mousetrap in the passageway out there is for?
Of course. How else can I catch my friend's favorite food?
Nothing says top of the food chain like the look in their eyes right now.
You can only see one of his eyes.
You good, Sholmes?
I don't like snake. It refuses to drink milk. It can't hear a whistle. It can't climb up a bell cord, and it's not even venomous. How the deuce did something so inept How did... Oh, okay, hang on. How the deuce did something so inept land a starring role?
There you go.
It's not my fault. I do not make up stories. My Pirozko has nothing to do with this incident.
Really?
Cool.
So that's what happened.
And there's a happy ending.
Ba-da-bow!
That's the truth behind my best friend's tragic death. Ba-da-bow!
Can we end the sitcom now?
Let me out!
Can I also not have these cuffs on my hands anymore now that we know he tripped over a cat?
But there's still, like, issues, because how did she get the bell if the cat came back on its own? How did he write wardrobe in Russian?
If the door
Why
was
would
locked.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. And also, why was everyone evidently drugged?
Everyone had a little too much to drink last night.
Dude, there's
Miss Pavlova.
like, this can't be the end.
Cody's just in the corner, just mumbling.
There's issues.
I understand the difficult situation you found yourself in, and I do sympathize. But please remember this.
You fucked up.
A young man lost his life. If you're going to attempt to cover up your guilt with lies, then...
She just, like, grabs her hair and starts slapping her.
No matter what the circumstances, I cannot forgive you.
Throw her. Do
What?
the throw. Do the throw. What are you talking about, Miss Mikatoba? What lies? Miss Pavlova just confessed everything. It was just a series of unfortunate events. An accident.
Yeah, Mr. Sholmes?
Correct. Man, with my deduction skills, I think I could be a detective.
I'm no great detective like Mr. Sholmes. I don't have a gift for knowing the truth.
Please don't feed into his whatever.
But even I can see that was not the truth. Don't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo?
Huh? What? Yeah, sorry, I was looking out the window. It's a cool bird.
I'm hugging my Teddy Ursa right now.
Shut up. To be perfectly honest, yes. There's a discrepancy in Miss Pavlova's story. I'm sure of it. I just can't quite put my fingers on it.
Finger.
No. All of the fingers.
All of them.
Ooh. I confess. I was intending to let Scotland Yard deal with any outstanding issues on this matter.
Oh?
Truth be told, I didn't actually care. I'm only present here for a very specific reason. The truth is, you, Mr. Naruhodo, are simply a distraction.
A distraction?
I do hope you have not been finding your shackles too uncomfortable. Son of a bitch.
Not again. Did you do that?
Especially as they're on your wrist as a result of my intervention. I was rather hoping I could resolve matters before we made our next port call.
You were Mr. Sholmes.
You were Mr. Sholmes? Who are you now?
Who are you?
Yes, but I overlooked one important detail.
I'm
I'm
tired.
bad at my job. The deceased young man was a very close companion of yours. Was he not?
Yes. Kazuma was a close friend. I owe him my freedom, even. Damn, that's really weird to put it like that, but okay.
I didn't realize you guys had that kind of relationship. In that case, we must follow this to its conclusion. No further distractions. We must uncover the real truth here, Mr. Naruhodo.
I was just goofing around before.
What can I say? I'm a bit of a goofball.
Ba-da-bow!
Yes, whatever that may be.
Oh, it's coming back.
The key to this is the discrepancy in Miss Pavlova's story, I'm sure. If I can chase that down, maybe the truth will become clear. It's the bell. The bell? It's the bell. It's the bell, right? It's the bell.
The truth about how you really died, about how that scene in your cabin really came to be.
Naruhodo's like looking at everybody in the room. It's the bell, right? Yeah, it's the bell. It's the bell? It's the bell. Alright, I'll see what I can do.
The bell?
The bell. Excellent. Excellent.
Thank you, Mr. Naruhodo.
No problem. You're welcome.
Dude, can the gods stop burping?
So then, shall we begin?
Yes.
What we should ponder first.
Oh shit, are we gearing up for another spectacular?
Oh shit, wait, seriously?
I have no
What is that
fucking clue.
Is the victim who lost his life in a cabin that was bolted shut from the inside. Was this truly an unfortunate accident? Or was it in fact no accident at all? That is what we must establish in the first instance.
That's you.
Oh, but we've already established it, haven't we?
No, you idiot, and he slaps him.
The man tripped over the kitten that had climbed into his cabin via the ventilator. Tragic, yes, but still an accident. Actually, you're stupid!
Wait, let's just take a step back. It doesn't make sense if that's really what happened, does it?
Let's just take a step back, and then slide to the right, and then slide to the left, and then we have to cha-cha. Real smooth. I'm going to have to ask you to spell it out for me, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's starting to take shape now. There's a clear contradiction between the facts and Miss Pavlova's story here. The evidence is right there in Kazuma's cabin. It's undeniable.
Is that the captain?
His death couldn't possibly have been a mere accident.
Why didn't you tell me? Really? Let us show our hand, Mr. Naruhodo. Time to present the evidence.
Nice.
The evidence that proves unequivocally that the victim's death was no mere accident. The writing.
Hang on, I'm just looking.
It's the Russian writing.
Yeah.
Because why would he write in Russian? And how would he have time to write that if he snapped his neck? Because yes, sometimes if you snap your neck, that's not an instant takeout.
Sometimes if you snap your neck, you learn a new language just for your last few seconds.
Just for funsies. The truth is clearly recorded in this photographic print.
If you have a finals coming up about in a
Just
foreign
snap
language
your neck
stuff,
a little bit.
Yeah, just snap your neck. You'll learn it. You won't learn it for long.
Yeah, and you just pop it back into place. Dude,
Yeah.
sorry, just something I remember. There's a nerve in like the center of your torso. I think it's the vagus nerve.
Vagus.
And there have been people who have that nerve severed through like surgery and stuff like that, and it completely changes their personality.
Of course.
It's so weird.
There's no way Mr. Osugi could have left this message on the floor.
That script. It's Russian, isn't it?
Yeah, he was Russian, wasn't he?
We all know this, don't we? Indeed it is. The word written means wardrobe. I see what you mean. Most people would leave a dying message in their native language. Japanese in this case.
But maybe he was studying Russian. You don't know that.
Are you the killer?
It is a simple language. He could have picked it up very fast.
Alright, no. That doesn't seem likely. It's actually not the point. It makes no difference whether he knew Russian or not. Sorry, what do you mean? Exactly what I said before. There's no way that Mr. Asogi could have left this message on the floor. And the reason why is clearly explained in here. Damage to the cervical vertebrae resulting in instant death. Instant death. Which means, after the victim fell to the floor, he couldn't possibly have written anything. Because he was already dead. Damn.
That's not the only reason either. There's something else we found in Mr. Asogi's cabin. A remnant of something that couldn't possibly have been there if Miss Pavlova told us the truth.
It's the bell. What?
The gods are back to just saying bell over and over again.
So, Sasato-san has noticed it too then. Putting this message on the floor aside, there's something else that gives the truth away. Another piece of evidence that proves this was no accident. In other words...
It is the bell.
Yes, the bell. No! This piece of broken glass next to the mark on the floor. But that's the glass bell the kitten had around its neck. We already know all about that. It was broken in half when the victim tripped over the cat and fell. So you already have a satisfactory explanation. Where's the flaw in that logic? Unfortunately, there's a very big flaw. A fatal flaw. If that's really what happened...
How'd you get the other half?
Then how did one half of the bell end up back here in this cabin?
Yes. Remember what we found? Remember that we found the other half of the glass bell in the waste paper basket?
Ah, crap.
Yes.
There was something in my eye.
Would you care to explain that, Miss Pavlova?
No.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Both of these pieces of evidence clearly point to the same conclusion.
You were at least inside of his room.
Yeah? That when Mr. Asogi died last night in this cabin, there was someone else in the room.
Oh shit, who's this outline?
And that same person deliberately arranged the scene to disguise the truth. How would she have known about us? In order to cover up his or her own guilt.
What? Yes, there was someone else present at Mr. Asogi's.
You are wasting time. Someone else was there? Duh, of course, we know this.
What are you talking about?
Bulkhead was bolted shut from inside. There was no way in or out. Oh, yes.
Don't you start falling for it, Mr. Hosonaga. You know this.
And the only other person in the cabin when young student died was you.
Yeah, I was there. I also don't know Russian.
It's true I was in the cabin when it happened. You were shut inside the cabin wardrobe, to be precise about the details. But I don't know Russian. There's no way I would have left that message. Not would have. There's no way you could have left that message, to be precise about the details.
Would you mind?
I'm kind of in the middle of a thing. Forgive me, my dear fellow.
I love this shit. Sorry.
I live for it. As I was saying, the person in question wrote the word wardrobe in Russian on the floor in an attempt to incriminate me for the crime, even though I had been asleep in there the entire time. And then the same person...
And then the same person picked up the broken glass bell that had fallen to the floor. Sato.
Yeah, you're right.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know.
For fear of it becoming evidence that would show how Mr. Asogi really died.
but they half-assed the job. But why wouldn't this person have taken all the pieces of the bell away? Leaving half behind is always going to raise questions.
Yes, well,
It was past 1 o'clock in the early hours of the morning. The cabin would have been quite dark. The single small lamp suspended from the ceiling would barely have cast any light onto the floor there. Little wonder, then, that the culprit failed to notice a fragment of the tiny item.
you all suspect me, don't you?
Yeah? Well, except for Stroganoff.
Yeah, see? Look at his face.
Oh my god.
See, man, Stroganoff?
Nina is woman of sea. She is daughter of strong sailor. 2 years ago, they noticed her dancing skills, and she went away to join ballet company. But before, she was dancer on the ship, a member of the ship's band. You do not accuse ship's angel of being criminal.
I can, though.
Yeah, watch.
So that's it.
You say that when young student died, Nina was in there in his cabin. But that is not possible. I give my tooth.
Well, this is all most interesting. And why would you give your tooth, pray? How can you be so sure?
You're a great detective. You should know. Look truth in eyes. Cabin bulkhead was bolted shut from inside. Nobody could go into cabin. Not Nina, not anyone. Or you want to tell me that killer can walk through locked doors? Niet! It's impossible!
He's right.
Damn it, math and logic.
But wait, I've read about this in a detective story. People often use okay.
Sasato, come on.
Susato, please.
Come on, sweetie.
Ugh.
Sasato, you're so pretty.
Dread, are you stupid?
I am.
These bulkheads are not barn doors.
Certainly not. These are watertight doors as one would expect to find on any modern steamship. Constructed of heavy steel, with not a gap in sight. No threads or needles or magnets could have been used.
No, of course not. I thought so too.
No, you didn't.
But Mr. Naruhodo suggested it earlier, so...
Don't throw me under the bus!
Susato-san, how could you shift it onto me like that?
You whore! So Seaman Stroganoff has a valid point. The cabin door...
Oh, sorry.
Not necessarily, my good man. I don't care to let you finish your sentences.
What?
I put it to you that I could... Yeah, I put it to you that I could bolt this cabin door. Without laying a finger on it.
I'll do it right now.
And in this very cabin, we can see the traces of the method I have in mind having been used before. I don't believe it. Believe it, idiot!
Believe it!
Well, Mr. Naruhodo, I believe you know what I mean, don't you?
A way to shut the bolts of the door from the outside? Only one way does spring to mind, yes. Do you really know what Mr. Shums means, Mr. Naruhodo?
No. Yes, and so should you. Because we've seen it happen. Indeed we have. So, would you care to do the honors, Mr. Naruhodo?
I'll go touch the button!
Touch the boy. And that's gonna have to wait till next time, ladies and gentlemen, because we are out of time right now.
Oh shit, can I save?
Can you?
Hang on. Yes, I can.
Yeah, okay, we're good. So, ladies and gentlemen, that'll have to wait till next time to figure out what the fuck is going on. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye!